What's up, FOA Squad? I'm Anthony, and welcome to our channel, Life with Anthony. I hope all of you are doing well out there. Happy Tuesday to you guys. So guys, it's been about almost 2 weeks now since I quit my job, and for the most part, I've just been hanging around in the PA area, just going about my everyday life, doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And now I feel like I'm to the point where I'm ready to get out and do a little bit exploring and visiting a few places and doing some things. Now, many of you may not know that one of my dreams is to go to a baseball game in every stadium. I am a big baseball fan, even though I will say the past 2 or 3 years I have fell out of the love of baseball and more into tennis. But I still have the desire to go to a baseball game in every state. So I figured I have all this time on my hands now. What better time than to start going to some of these baseball stadiums and enjoying a baseball game? So I put together a mini baseball road trip that I am so super excited about, and I hope that you guys are excited as well, because I know you're tired of me sitting around. You're tired of me filming in the same place. Believe me, I'm feeling you because I'm starting to feel that same way as well. And that's why I decided that, it's time for me to just get out and enjoy some of this life. So let's talk about a little bit of where I'm going and the route of this baseball road trip. I'm going to be starting off heading to Pittsburgh. Hopefully I will be able to take in a Pittsburgh Pirates game, and from there I'm going to head to Cleveland, Ohio and check out a Cleveland Indians game, and from Cleveland I'm going to be heading to Detroit, Michigan to check out a Detroit Tigers game, and from there I'll be heading to Chicago. Now, Chicago, Illinois has 2 baseball teams, the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. I hope to check out a game at each of those stadiums if they are at home playing. And from Chicago, I am going to head to Milwaukee, Wisconsin and check out a Milwaukee Brewers game if everything lines up and these teams are at home. I did start checking out to see if these teams are going to be playing at home, and from what I remember, because I did this like a few days ago, what I remember, I think all of them will be home from June 20th through the 29th, the 30th. All of these teams should be at home at some point during this time. So I'm very excited. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the type of traveler that I am. Excuse me. I am a tourist type of traveler. I'm not a national park traveler. I'm not a be in the boondocks type of traveler. That is not my style. I am a city traveler. I love going to the zoos. So any of these places that I'm heading have a zoo. I am definitely going to be going to the zoo. I love going to modern museums. I'm going to be looking for those wherever I am. I like to have a couple of POIs in line, a couple of point of interest in line. That helps me to stay motivated. That helps me to not feel like I'm just out there just driving and playing everything by ear. I am, however, going to buy the baseball tickets when I get there, as opposed to trying to get all of that lined up before I go there. I don't want to do any one thing that's going to commit me to a certain time. I want to get there, have my POIs in mind, and then pursue from there. And so if I wanted to change something, I could do it without like losing money or anything like that. So that's the type of travel that I'm going to do. So I'm super, super excited about that. I'm going to spend tomorrow, which is Wednesday, I'm going to spend that just doing some prepping and making sure that I get everything all set up at the storage unit. So when Thursday comes, I can just go to the storage unit, put everything in my car and roll out. Now, I do intend on cooking on the road. I do plan on trying to locate state parks in each of these places to try to do some outdoor grilling or outdoor cooking. I am going to be taking all of my cooking supplies and equipment with me so that I can do that. That's something that I really want to incorporate in this road trip, is to do a little of my own cooking. Now, I do understand that, you know, when you go to a new place, you want to experience their food and their restaurants, and I do intend on doing a little bit of that as well. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm getting really excited about it. Once I had made that move in my head to this is what I want to do, I got really excited and started moving forward with plans and scheduling a couple of things to do. So if you are in any of these states that I'm about to head to, maybe I can meet a couple of you guys along the way. That would be very cool if it's not too far out of the way, or if it's not, you know, take me out of the way or you out of the way, whichever. But you know the route. Hit me up if you are somewhere along that route, and that would be cool. Also, guys, I'm going to try and stay in my car. But, however, one of my biggest concerns when putting this road trip together was where to park and sleep and all that kind of stuff. That is the most thing that makes me the most uncomfortable on the road. Y'all know I'm a person of stability and familiarity. I like to be familiar of my surroundings and everything. So this is probably going to be the biggest challenge of this road trip for me, which is locating parking. Now, when I left my job back a few years ago, and went on the road for a little bit, I did visit 5 other states during that little road trip. I went from New Orleans to Atlanta, then I was in Orlando a few days. I was all over the place. Mainly stayed at 24-hour Planet Fitnesses, that parking lot. That is what my plan is for this time around as well, is to stay at 24-hour Planet Fitnesses, get my shower in, go to the gym, work out, maybe. And I also plan on doing 1 or 2 hotel stays during this road trip as well, simply just to give myself a proper bed to sleep on during this road trip, a nice shower, that private shower, and just a chance to kind of relax, because road tripping can take a lot of energy out of you. I mean, even though you're going lots of places, you're doing different things throughout the day, it can take a lot of energy out of you and wear you down. And I think it's important for me as a traveler to have that short period of time to be able to just unwind and relax and do nothing. So I am going to incorporate those types of days into the travel, and we'll see how that works. Now, as far as the time span of this travel, I am going back to the campground on July the 8th. So I have about maybe 10 days to get through all of these states that I have in mind, and then get back to PA, which is now, I'm calling my home base for now, PA. Have a couple of days to relax here, and then head to the campsite on July the 8th. So not a lot of time when you're talking about going to 4 or 5 different states and spending a few days in each of those states, and just taking your time. Now, the one thing I don't want to happen is that I don't want to feel like I'm being rushed. I don't want to feel like I'm being rushed. I want to feel like I'm taking my time. I can stay in this state 3 or 4 days if I want to before moving on or whatever, and I don't want to feel rushed. So those are my plans. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited too. I am finally able to hit the road, do some road tripping, see some things, visit some places. You know, this is what, I'm not gonna say this is what I really wanted. I really wanted just the time and then decide what to do with that time. So yeah, that is cool, guys. Very excited. The next video that you're going to get from me, I'm probably going to be getting everything ready that day to take off and hit the road. All right, so another thing that I wanted to chat with you guys about or bring up to you guys is that I'm really thinking about investing in the Toyota Prius. Now, I know a lot of you keep saying that, oh, you should invest in something that I can stand up in, yada, yada, yada. But things are expensive. Let me tell you, they are expensive. And I am not going to willingly go into something that is going to be way more expensive for me to manage and live in than what I have already. The big selling point for me, which I just now started thinking about a few days ago for the Toyota Prius hybrid, is its climate control. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that. I know that Jake McCullough, who I follow, he has a Toyota Prius with the climate control, and what that does, from my understanding, is that you can keep your car at a certain temperature like all night, and you know, it doesn't affect the vital parts of your car, and that's appealing to me. You know, that's appealing to me. I mean, to not have to buy like a diesel heater and deal with all of that kind of stuff and installation of it and the upkeep of it, which probably is very minimum once you get it installed. But to just have a car all together, you know, already there and put together, that you can just sleep comfortably in the summer, sleep comfortably in the winter. Man, that just sounds so appealing to me. So when I get back from my road trip here, I am going to look into the Toyota Prius hybrids and the climate control ones and check it out and see what it's all about. Just get an up close and personal look at that car and see if, you know, because basically if my bed can fit in there, everything else should just be, you know, good, you know. But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts for today. I'm super excited. Hope you guys are excited for the little road trip that I have planned. Going to take some footage at the baseball games and all the things that I do in these cities. And I'm going to have myself a good time, a really good time. Really excited. All right, my friends, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, thanks for taking a few minutes of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that. And I'll see you guys when I'm about to hit the road. Good times ahead. Good times ahead.